Hey everyone, it's Jennifer here with another little video for you, and today I'm going to be showing you my very first Cocoa Daisy DaisyDori. I do keep it in my Foxy Fix Traveler's Notebook, and I'll just show you. Like I said, this is my very first one, so I was a little bit nervous about setting it up because it's outside my comfort zone, but I've really enjoyed it, and I'm going to be doing it for future months because it's worked really well for me. So this is just some old scrapbooking paper that I had. I used all of my Cocoa Daisy March stuff in my ring bound planner, so I kind of had to make do with just little pieces of random stuff that I had. These two little embellishments are from Cocoa Daisy. And then I'll jump in and show you how I have this set up. So I took one of the personal size dashboards and just taped it in the front because I liked it. It was pretty. I like this little quote that it has. And then this was just a general overview for some important things happening during the month. And then these were my sections. Currently, faith, notes, health, and memories. So when you open this up, the very first two pages here, I did a month at a glance, so I just numbered 1 through 31 for 31 days of March and then put the things that were happening on that day. And then this page I set up as a currently page, and it's all about what my son, who is 3, is currently doing, like reading what books, what he's listening to, what he likes to watch, what he likes to eat, and what we're playing. And then the next page is just an overview for the entire month. I broke this weekly page down into some sections, planner purchases that I could track, shopping list for upcoming things that I need to get. You can see I did a couple of those, and then Easter is coming up, so I want to go ahead and get those purchased. And then I have my cleaning. I did my extra stuff, but I really slacked and I haven't done my monthly tasks yet. I do have this week, one more week left to get those done, so hopefully I can do that. I have a honey-do list for my husband, a wish list, and then one thing that I've been kind of horrible about is the meal planning. So instead of pre-planning what we're going to eat, I've just been logging what we did eat, like week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. And then hopefully that'll give me some ideas if I'm ever in a rut. I can just look back and see what we did eat and remake those items. Okay, so I have this next section, faith. I usually keep this paper clip here, I'll show you, because the only time I'm in my faith section usually is in the mornings when I'm doing my Bible reading. So I don't always want to have to flip through all of those pages just to get to my notes page. So that's why I have that paper clipped off. But in the mornings I do Bible reading. I bought this Dory late in March, so this would have been the first week of March if I would have had it, but I didn't. Same thing, this would have been the second week. I did have it the third week, so I'm reading through the Bible in a year. So this was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and what verses I needed to read. Same thing with the fourth week. That's this week. And then I have these little things tucked in. These were a printable from Squirrel Planner on Etsy. And they're really for an A5 binder, but I scaled them down and laminated them so that they're the same size as the standard DaisyDori. And then I just check off, it's not focusing there, but I check off when I get that chapter of the Bible read, and it just stays in here to mark what page I'm on in my faith section. And then, like I said, once I'm done in the morning, I usually paper clip that off. That way I can open up to this random page that I use for notes. This is just when I'm out and about and something comes up and I think, oh, when I get back home I need to write that in my main planner. So I have home, church, and just some miscellaneous tasks there. The next page were some goals and to-dos I wanted to get done for March. So this was books to read. This side were recommendations from people, some of my friends on Instagram. And then these are books that I have on my Kindle or in paperback that I have already that I want to read. Right now I'm reading Bright Side. And then on this page, I'm training for my 5K. That will be this summer. And I put a couple little quotes. And then I broke down the remaining 3 weeks of March, since I didn't have this the first 2 weeks of March. I broke it down into 1, 2, and 3 and set some goals there. And then this next section, which is a list page, I again labeled 1 through 31 for the days of the month, and then I'm just tracking how I'm feeling. I do have a lot of headaches and migraines, so I mark when I have those, which helps me when I have to go to the doctor. And then this page is corresponding to this page. So like on the 8th, I ran 4 miles. On the 9th, I ran 3 miles, just keeping track of my exercise. And this is a sleeping log. It's actually for a personal size ring bound planner. It's from So Much Crafting, and it's just a tip in. I taped it in with the Cocoa Daisy March washi and that, so I can see my exercise, my health, and my sleep all on this little spread here. And then I unfortunately did not utilize a couple of these pages, but like I said, this was my first attempt, so I'm okay with that. Next month I'll do better. This next section is what I call memories, and they are really the week on 2 pages. And I'm using them for memories for my son. I just print pictures and I write the date down and then a little note about what we were doing. I was going to use these like one for each day of the month, but I have found when I do memory keeping for him that sometimes that's a little overwhelming for me, and then I'm not able to keep up because I miss a day and then I feel bad, and then pretty soon it's like 5 days. So I decided instead just to highlight the key points of the month, and if we've had a really good day or something. Picked me flowers here. We were playing outside. It was beautiful that day. His birthday, that sort of thing. That way it's not overwhelming for me. But I do have this whole section paper clipped off just in case I would need those pages for memory keeping. And then my last 2 pages here were just quotes that I found or a scripture that I liked, and I wanted to keep that in mind for the month, so I wrote those down. I do have a little bit of time left here in March, so I'll probably fill those in. And then this last section were for sermons that I've been listening to, and I just wrote down kind of the title or what it was about and what I wanted to focus on. And that is it for my very first Cocoa DaisyDori. This is the standard size, and I went ahead and I have April set up pretty much the same way, but I will jump back on probably the end of April and show you what has changed or if I tweaked anything, and how I utilized my April book. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, you can either comment below, or the quickest way to get a hold of me is my email, which is happyplaceplanning@gmail.com.